Shalom, everybody. We will begin our service on page 10, Ma Yafeh Hayom. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. And Shabbat Shalom to everybody who is on live stream. Can't hear me? It's on, but not very loud. I'll do the best that I can. Okay, how's that? Is that better? All right, you got it. Okay, for all of you who came just to see Rabbi Englander, I'm sorry. She is ill and was told by her doctor not to be near any people for a couple days. So I'm covering for tonight, and Deborah is going to do tour study tomorrow, so we're all manned for the weekend. We will begin our service on page 3 with the lighting of the Shabbat candles, which will be lit for us tonight by Goldie. Page 3. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu le'had mikner shel Page 16. Sing praise to Adonai with the lyre and melodious song, with trumpets and the blast of the horn. Raise a shout before Adonai the ruler. Let the sea and all within it thunder, the world and all its inhabitants. Let the river clap their hands, the mountains sing joyously together at the presence of Adonai. For God is coming to rule the earth. God will rule the world justly and its people with equity. We continue on page 20 with Lechado D, singing verses 1, 2, 5, and 9. Lechado D, Nikwat Kala, B'nei Shabbat Nikabela. Lechado D, Nikwat Kala, B'nei Shabbat Nikabela. La 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 la. Nikwat Kala, B'nei Shabbat Nikabela. Lechado D, Nikwat Kala, B'nei Shabbat Nikabela. Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad, Ishmi'anu el hamiuchad, Adonai echad, u'shemo echad, l'shem tiferet v'likila la 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 lechado, Nikwat Kala, B'nei Shabbat Nikabela. Lechado di, Nikwat Kala, B'nei Shabbat Nikabela. Nikwat Shabbat lechuvenecha, ki hi mekor haberacha, merosh mikedem nesucha, sof ma'aseh b'machshava tefila la 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 lechado. Nikwat Kala, B'nei Shabbat Nikabela. Lechado di, Nikwat Kala, B'nei Shabbat Nikabela. Hit orari, kiva orek kumi ori, ori, shir daberi, kavod Adonai alayich, nikla la 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 lechado. Nikwat Kala, B'nei Shabbat Nikabela. Lechado di, Nikwat Kala, B'nei Shabbat Nikabela. Return to the back. Oh, Eva Shalom, Ateret Bala, Gam B'simcha, Uvetzohala, Toch Emunei, Am Segula, Boi Chala, Boi Chala. Page 27. Teach me, O God, a blessing of prayer on the mystery of a withered leaf, on ripened fruit so fair, on the freedom to see, to sense, to breathe, to know, to hope, to despair. Together. Teach my lips a blessing, a hymn of praise, as each morning and night you renew your days. Lest my day be today as the one before, lest routine set my ways. As we turn to page 28 for our call to prayer. top of the page in Hebrew. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bidvaro ma'ariv aravim b'chochma poteach she'arim uvitvuna mishaneh itim umachalif et hazmanim umsader et hakochavim b'mishmerotehem barakia kirtzono borei yom v'layla goleo or mipnei choshech v'choshech mipnei or umavir yom umevi laila umavdil ben yom uven laila Adonai tzavaot shemo el chai v'kayom tamid yimloch aleinu le'alam va'ed baruch atah Adonai hama'ariv aravim. Page 33. At the bottom of 33, we read responsively. Wisdom and wonder, passion and instruction, story and symbol.
All these things your Torah gives to us.
And the more we devote ourselves to it, the more it grows and gives.
What could be a truer token of your undying love
Then this holiest of your works and the living language that gives it form. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. Page 34, Shema. Shabbat, we say it several times, but also it is in our Torah portion this week, was where it all derives from. Page 36, together v'ahavta. V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha uv'chol nafshecha uv'chol me'otecha V'hayu hadvarim ha'elem asher anochi mitzavcha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam b'shivtecha b'veitecha Uvlechtecha v'derech, uvshochbecha, uvkumecha, ukshartam leot ayadecha, v'hayu letotafot bein einecha, uchtavtam al mezuzot beitecha, uvisharecha, leman tisgaru. Vitem kedoshim lelohechem ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim liot lachem Elohim ani Adonai Elohechem 39 in the middle of the page, we read responsibly. In a world torn by violence and pain, a world far from wholeness and peace, give us the courage to say, Adonai, there is one God in heaven and earth. From bondage in Egypt, we were delivered at Sinai. We bound ourselves to your way. Inspired by prophets and instructed by sages, time and again we overcame oppressive forces. Though our failings are many and our faults are great, it has been our glory to bear witness to our God, keeping alive in dark ages your vision of a world redeemed.
Let us continue to work for the day when the nations will be one and at peace. Then shall rejoice as Israel sing on the shores of the sea.
As we turn to page 40 and sing our own song of freedom, Michamocha. Page 43, together at the top of the page. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Adonai, help us to walk with good companions, to live with hope in our hearts, in eternity in our thoughts, that we may lie down in peace and rise up, waiting to do your will. Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom aleinu, ve'al kol amo Yisrael, ve'al Yerushalayim. We continue on page 46 and rise for the tefillah.
Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor V'Hanoram, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'Konei HaKol, V'zocher chasdei avot v'himahot, u'mei geula livnei b'neihem, lema'an shemo b'ahava. Melech ozer u'moshia u'magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham v'ezrat Sarah. Atah gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechaye HaKol Atarav Lehoshia, Morid Atal, Mechalkel Chaim Bechesed, מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות, ומי דומה לך, מלך ממית ומחיה, ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן אתה להחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני מחיי הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלה. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש. You may be seated. Page 57. You are with us in our prayer, our love, and our doubt, in our longing to feel your presence and do your will. You are the still, clear voice within us. Therefore, O God, when doubt troubles us, when anxiety makes us tremble, when pain clouds the mind, we look inward for the answer to our prayers together. There may we find you, and there find courage, insight, and endurance. And let our worship bring us closer to one another, that all Israel and all who seek you find new strength for your service. Baruch atah Adonai, she'otcha levadcha b'yirah na'avo. We turn now to page 259 for our prayer for the state of Israel. Avinu Shabashamayim, Sur Yisrael v'goalo, Barech et Medinat Yisrael, Reshit Smichat Geulatenu. Together at the bottom. O Heavenly One, Protector and Redeemer of Israel, bless the state of Israel, which marks the dawning of hope for all who seek peace. Shield it beneath the wings of your love, spread over it the canopy of your peace. Send your light and truth to all who lead and advise, guiding them with your good counsel. Establish peace in the land and fullness of joy for all who dwell there. Amen. We now take some time for silent prayer and thoughts of our own hearts. Page 62. Ose shalom bimromav uya'ase shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imaru amen. Ose
take a moment in our service to think about those who are in need of healing and uplifting of spirit. We are thinking of tonight Ilan Admoni, Sarah Baker, Alex Cooper, Susan Derby, Winnie Joseph, Gail Kenobi-Kaur, Dave Miner, Marilyn Pitkus, Belle Roizen, Sadie Charlotte Swartz, Masha Batnoach Vishandel, Megan Stevens, Verla Vigil, Lenore Wagman, June Weltman, and Jenny White. If you have names you'd like to add. Oh, and Rabbi Englander as well. Yeah. If you have names you want to add, just as I go.
Charles Stellan, John Mitchell, Dr. Kinney, Sam Zuka, Fred Dorothy Weiss, Susan Popial, Larry Reed, Mary Lou Boya, Ray Halpern, and M.H. Levine.
Abigail Christensen and Matisse Taylor.
Barbara Wilson,
Sharon Larry and Arthur Rosenblum.
Alexander Barnes Lake.
Ann?
Jerry Parisi,
We turn to page 253 for a Misha Baruch prayer. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Misheberach imotenu, b'kol ha-brachah, bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, renewal of body, renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. Shabbat Shalom. I don't usually do sermons, so please bear with me as I struggle through this. I've kind of put it together in like 10 minutes. So. This is actually a very, very interesting portion that we read this week with the Et Hanan. Okay? There's a lot in it. There's the Shema is included with this. The Ten Commandments is included with this. And a lot is going on. But it all starts out at the very beginning where Moses is going to God and he's pleading to God to let him go into the promised land. And it's a poignant moment because there's already been in the book of Numbers in Bamidbar that tells Moses that God tells him, you aren't going in. You didn't listen to what I asked, and so that's your punishment. And it was tough for Moses to take, obviously, since the whole book of Deuteronomy, Devarim, is about Moses, really, because he's in front of all of the children of Israel and rehashing everything that's happened up till now, because they're at the Jordan River and ready to cross into the promised land. And it obviously really hurts him to not be able to do this. But there's kind of, as we look back on it, it was almost predestined, because the whole object of this is that Moses has been a leader, but he is not to be looked at as a god or a prophet or anything other than those who brought them to this point.
And it really speaks to the thing that the most important part of this is that we follow that God is leading all the time, as opposed to Moses is doing what God bids him to do, okay? So it's really a poignant time, and you think about it and you say, well, that's something that was going to happen and it should have happened, because even when you get to the end of the book, Moses goes up to Mount Nebo and dies, and nobody knows ever where he was. So there's nobody building a temple to him, and so it becomes basically the end of the story, and that's it. But getting on to, we're going to study this tomorrow, Torah study, and concentrate a lot on the Shema. So I wanted to kind of just speak for a moment about the Ten Commandments, okay? So normally, if I had some time to prepare, I would get out the Torah and actually read from Torah, but I only had like half an hour, so it's tough. But I do have it here, and if you're okay with it, I'd like to actually chant it from the book, from the Plot Bible, and because, number one, everything in Deuteronomy is a rehash. It's basically in Moses' mind of what was done. So the Ten Commandments, while it's basically the same, is different in how it's stated in Devarim versus how it's stated in Shemot and Exodus. So, I will start. Anochi Adonai Elohecha Asher Hotzeiticha Me'eretz Mitzrayim Mi-Beit Avadim Lo Yelecha Elohim Acherim Al Panai Lo Taselecha Fesel Kol Temunah Asher Bashamayim Mimal Va'asher Ba'aretz Mitachat Va'asher Ba'mayim Mitachat La'aretz Lo Tishtachaveh Lahem V'lo Ta'ovdehem Ki Anochi Adonai Elohecha Elkanah Poked Avon Avot Albanim Ashileshim Ve'aribeim Nisonai V'ose Chesed La'alafim La'ohavai Ushomrei Mitzvotai Lo Tisa Et Shem Adonai Elohecha Lashav Ki Lo Yinakeh Adonai Et Asher Yisa Et Shemo Lashav Shamor Et Yom HaShabbat Lekadsho Ka'asher Tzivcha Adonai Elohecha Sheshet Yamim Ta'avod V'yasita Ho Melachtecha V'yom Hashvi'i Shabbat L'Adonai Elohecha Lo Ta'aseh Ho Melacha Ata Uvincha Uvitecha V'avdecha V'amtecha V'shorcha V'chamorcha V'chol Behemtecha V'gercha Asher Bisharecha Leman Yanuach Avdecha V'matecha Kamocha V'zacharta Ki Eved Hayita Be'eretz Mitzrayim Vayotzich Achab Adonai Elohecha Misham Biyad Chazaka ובזרוע נטויה על כן ציווך אדוני אלוהיך לעשות את יום השבת, כבד את אביך ואת אמך, כאשר ציווך אדוני אלוהיך, למען יאריכון ימיך, ומען ייטב לך על האדמה אשר אדוני אלוהיך נותן לך. לא תרצח ולא תנאף ולא תגנוב ולא תענה ברעך את שווא ולא תחמוד אשת רעך ולא תתאבם בית רעך. שדהו ועבדו ואמתו, שורו וחמורו, וכל אשר לרעך. So that was the Ten Commandments as Moses spoke it, as opposed to what God wrote. Okay, which is a little different. But basically, the Ten Commandments remain the same. There's just different languages. Okay. Shabbat Shalom. We now turn to page 282, and we rise for Elena. Page 293. Our thoughts turn to those who have departed this earth, our own loved ones, those whom our friends and neighbors have lost, the martyrs of our people whose graves are unmarked, and those of every race and nation whose lives have been a blessing to humanity. As we remember them, we meditate on the meaning of love and loss, of life and death. For the period of Shiva, we remember Maria Shimonova. For the first 30 days after death, for Shloshim, we remember Shirley Snyder, mother of Carolyn Snyder and Marlene Myers, Nina Roth, wife of Dr. Neil Roth, and David Stein, husband of Linda Stein. We're remembering yardsites this week of Pearl Alpert, Dr. James L. App, Seymour Brody, Leopold C. Coleman Jr., Robert Cooper, Abraham Feldman, Max Fink, Samuel Freeman, Ray Hyatt, Martha Isaac, Eva Meyer Jacobs, Libby Jaffe, Perry Cantor, Rosalie Ketsky, Esther Corman, Seymour Landis, Richard Levitt, David L. Mark, Ann Moskowitz, Marguerite K. Oakes, Connie Okun, Jerome Olschwanger, Eugene S. Perlman, Louis Portnoy, Annie Rachelson, Dean Schwab, Mary Shane Brown, Bernard Sheffman, Paris Talker, Sylvia Turitz, Cecilia S. Whitson, Ida Wolf, Samuel William Wolfson. If there are any other yard sites that need to be mentioned? Yes. David?
Barry Fava and Joan, Barry Godden and Joan Fava.
Debbie Woodruff.
We turn to page 294 and rise for Kadisha Tome, the Mourner's Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei rabba, v'alma divrach yiruteh v'yamlich malchuteh, v'chayechon uv'yomechon, uv'chayedecho beit Yisrael, ba'agala uv'izman kariv v'imru amen. Yehe shemei rabba mivarach, le'olam ulomei almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, Yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shemei kudusha b'richu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechamata da'amiran bi'alma v'imru amen. Yehe shalama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Zichronah livracha, may their memories be for a blessing. You may be seated. We now call upon Wyatt Bowers, who will have some announcements for us.
Good evening. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Wyatt Bowers. I know it's been a really long time. I took a couple years off from the board, but I'm back. And but I am a little out of, my wheel here. So we're doing this all anew, so bear with me. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, we are delighted to have you here at Congregation Ahavat Chesed for Friday night Shabbat service. As we've noted, Rabbi Englander is sick. Thank you very much, Mr. Gore, for stepping in on very short notice. And together with Kathy Giddens doing a wonderful job for us tonight. So Deb, you're next up, and you've got a high bar. But Deb's gonna lead Torah study tomorrow morning, which is great. Come on over, 9 to 10. I believe they're still doing some little breakfast if you get here early. Many thanks again to both Michael and Deb. They've been here doing this for years, and they are a treasure to our community. All right, so Sunday, religious school, it's back. Summer's over, sorry. Religious school kicks off with orientation on Sunday at 9 a.m. Brotherhood's putting together a little bit of a special breakfast, so that'll be awesome. And then the kids get to finish by noon with a little bit of a treat. On Tuesday, Wisdom takes place from 10:30 to 11:30 with a presentation by Jody Seitlin on my journey in Israel. Sisterhood the next day has a game day from 1 to 4 on Wednesday the 21st. All right, then like I said, we're back to school. So Friday we have back to school Shabbat Shirenu, Tat Shabbat at 5:45, dinner at 6:15, and I believe our regular Friday night service at 7. Again, you can check your temple email to reserve your spot for dinner and such. Now, there are a couple little other things that aren't on here, but going another week out to August 28th, there are 2 items. Number 1, Brotherhood does not want to be outdone by Sisterhood with game day, so we have a game night with the Jumbo Shrimp on August 28th. Unfortunately, there's also another temple event hosted Rabbi Glasser and team are bringing in several scholars throughout the year, and this first one is Rabbi Josh Weinberg, who will be on via Zoom. He is the head of ARZA, which is the Israel arm of the Reform Judaism movement. Now, I would suggest there is a way you could join the baseball game, sit at the picnic tables, and watch the Zoom. So you could do both. But for more information on any other upcoming events, please check the temple website and the weekly email. And we will all see you at the Oneg. Shabbat Shalom.
So, we will have our final hymn at page 321. Now, don't alone.
well, it's okay.
Yeah, well, she just had a little music under her.
It's okay. And you know, the thing of it is that, you know, it's like a lot of things when I first start out is that I have my senior moments and I'm thinking, wait a minute, how's that start?
Yeah.
And then, you know, after a while, once she did it on her own, then I'm okay. So, you know, I remember.
Yeah. No, it works